Welcome back, lore enthusiasts, for another exhilarating journey into the depths of Tolkien's legendarium. Before we embark on our adventure, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of our subscribers. Your support means the world to me, and I am immensely grateful for your enthusiasm and dedication. As a token of my appreciation, I'm excited to announce that once we reach 100 subscribers, I'll be hosting a special giveaway to celebrate this milestone. So if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join our growing community of Tolkien fans. Without further ado, let's dive back into the rich tapestry of Middle-earth and uncover its hidden wonders. Off we go. The discord between elves and dwarves in Middle-earth stems from a complex web of historical grievances, cultural differences, and conflicting interests. To understand their animosity, we must delve into the rich lore of J.R.R. Tolkien's universe, where these two ancient races occupy distinct niches within the tapestry of Middle-earth. The roots of the elves-dwarves feud can be traced back to the early days of the world, during the First Age, when both races emerged independently and established their respective realms. Elves, characterized by their grace, beauty, and connection to nature, flourished in enclaves such as Rivendell, Lothlorien, and the hidden city of Gondolin. Meanwhile, dwarves, renowned for their craftsmanship, resilience, and love of stone and metal, delved deep into the earth to carve out magnificent underground kingdoms like Khazad-dûm, Moria, and Erebor. Despite their geographical separation, elves and dwarves inevitably crossed paths due to their expanding territories and shared interests in certain regions. However, their encounters were often marred by misunderstandings and clashes, fueled by their inherent differences in culture and worldview. One significant source of tension lies in the elves' reverence for nature and their reluctance to disturb the natural order, which often clashed with the dwarves, penchant for mining and altering the Earth's landscape. Dwarven excavation projects, driven by their insatiable hunger for precious metals and gemstones, sometimes encroached upon elven forests and sanctuaries, sparking conflicts over territory and resources. Moreover, the two races possessed contrasting attitudes toward wealth and material possessions. While dwarves hoarded gold and treasures within their mountain halls, viewing them as symbols of power and prestige, elves valued beauty, artistry, and spiritual enrichment above material wealth. This difference in mindset exacerbated tensions, as elves viewed the dwarves' obsession with gold as shallow and materialistic, while dwarves saw elven priorities as naive and impractical. Cultural misunderstandings further fueled the rift between elves and dwarves. Elves, immortal beings with a deep connection to the natural world, often viewed dwarves as crude and materialistic, lacking refinement and sophistication. In contrast, dwarves perceived elves as aloof and arrogant, with little appreciation for the toil and craftsmanship that went into their creations. One pivotal event that exacerbated the enmity between elves and dwarves was the tragic fate of the Silmarils, the three jewels crafted by the elven smith, Feanor. When the dwarves of Nogrod and Belegost coveted the Silmarils, their attempt to seize them led to a violent confrontation known as the Battle of Sarn-Athrad. This clash, rooted in greed and ambition, left scars on both sides and further fueled mutual distrust and resentment. The War of the Dwarves and Orcs, another significant conflict, also contributed to the estrangement between elves and dwarves. When the dwarves of Erebor were besieged by orcs, they sought aid from their elven neighbors in Mirkwood. However, due to past grievances and misunderstandings, the elves hesitated to intervene, leading to a costly and protracted war. Though the dwarves ultimately emerged victorious, the rift between them and the elves deepened as a result of the mistrust and betrayal that characterized the conflict. Despite these deep-seated animosities, there were instances of cooperation and camaraderie between elves and dwarves, particularly in times of great peril. During the War of the Ring, both races set aside their differences to confront the common threat posed by Sauron and his forces. The alliance forged during this dark period, exemplified by the friendship between Legolas and Gimli, offered a glimmer of hope for reconciliation and mutual understanding. In conclusion, the animosity between elves and dwarves in Middle-earth is a complex phenomenon rooted in centuries of historical grievances, cultural differences, and conflicting interests. From their divergent attitudes toward nature and wealth to their deep-seated mistrust and resentment, the elves and dwarves embody contrasting facets of Tolkien's richly imagined world. Yet, amidst the strife and discord, moments of unity and cooperation remind us that even the most bitter enemies can find common ground in the face of greater threats. Thank you once again for tuning in, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to have you join us for our next adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the depths of Tolkien's rich universe. Farewell for now, and I eagerly anticipate our next rendezvous.